Bore da, good morning everybody. Quick sunny autumnal day trip out to the Beaumaris this morning. Just going through Beaumaris, Menai Bridge. Glorious autumn day. The wind's just come up in the past half an hour or so. So we're just heading for the castle at Beaumaris. Edward I's non-completed, the unfinished castle at Beaumaris, finished just towards the end of the 13th century. Edward I, poor man, in his desperation to control Wales, had effectively bankrupted the country. So we're just taking the route that parallels Avon Menai, the Menai Strait, on the Anglesey side, heading east. And just past high tide, I think. A bit of a twisty road, nothing very technical. But historically quite a dangerous road. Quite a few accidents along here over the years. Mainly down to speeding rather than anything inherently bad about the road. It's a bit twisty, but as you can see, they're not severe or surprising. Although a friend of mine around about here was coming home one evening and ran over a dog that just ran out of nowhere from around about here. Dog got up and walked away. Right. Something ahead apparently, if flashing lights are anything to go by. Doing 40 miles an hour. What have we got? Always check the indicator when that happens. So this area is known as Millionaires Row or Millionaires Mile or something, where rich people have some very large houses up on the left here, and then just coming up on the corner on the right, block of flats, which Roger Moore, the old 007 actor, used to have a flat, apparently. Story goes. Well, everybody's going very gingerly. Nobody's really sure what the speed limit is along here. I think it's about 60. No repeaters. Bangor Pier just on our right there, in the glare of the sun, and Lavan Sands again on our right, an extensive sand flat area. When the tide's out, it's very shallow, called Lavan Sands, a corruption of the Welsh Lavain, or the sands of crying, or the crying sands. Incidentally, a nice ornate gate towards the old Buckley estate up there, long since derelict. Yeah, the crying sands were where people used to cross over before the days of ferries and such like, and the bridges, of course. Many people were caught by the inrushing tide as their families watched them drown. So yeah, rather dark name for a pretty sand flat. So yeah, as you can see, not very difficult corners. They're just, the accidents are just the result of people crossing over the centre line on blind corners. So there you go. We're about a minute or so out of Beaumaris, popular tourist destination because of the castle, obviously, and because it's a nice sort of seaside, Victorian-esque sort of place to go for, with a pier. Trips out to Puffin Island and down the strait, which are worth doing actually. Scenic. So we're continuing the nice run of weather into the late autumn, sort of early winter by now, I guess. Some rain coming in later this afternoon, or early evening rather. And then again tomorrow it's going to be gloriously sunny, light winds, great day for day tripping really. We might head out towards mid Wales tomorrow, I don't know, we'll see how the energy levels are, what else needs doing. So there's Beaumaris ahead of me. Nice fresh sea air smell. One of the great benefits of biking, of course, is that you're much more in touch with the environment as it goes by than you are in a car. Slightly chilly this morning, but only slightly. Yeah, sun's climbing up quite quickly. So here we go. Beaumaris. Bit of the Balamory about it with its seafront painted houses. There's some sea trips heading out already this morning down the strait. Great day for it. Not really affected by bad weather as such, or the wind in particular. And the wind's very strong outside. It's never that bad in the strait. And there is of course only one strait. It's quite common to call it the Menai Straits, plural. But, slowly the message is getting through, there's only one. And it's far better if you call it Avon Menai, of course. Which in Welsh means the river Menai, because although it's a sea strait, it flows like a river. Up to the north when the tide's coming in, and out to the south when the tide's going out. Got a big tidal range up to about 7 metres or so. And not that long ago there used to be waterfalls when the sea was a bit lower. Sort of Iron Age time, a bit earlier than that, Bronze Age time. But now it's all the seabed is submerged at all states of tide. Although you get to see a suggestion of the waterfalls actually at extreme low tide. And here's the castle, Beaumaris, basking in some nice autumn sunshine, which is just what we wanted. See some nice shadows to pick out the architecture. So we'll take a parking spot just around the corner here. Nobody crossing yet. There we go. And fly the drone before the wind gets too strong. Not sure where we can go. We could go there. Plenty of room actually, isn't there? So we'll just pull up here, go contraflow. So that was Beaumaris Castle. Surprisingly, in a very strong wind, at altitude anyway. So we're just going past nice little bay here, and on the left in the trees, although there's nothing left really now, is the old Saunders Row aircraft manufacturing plant where they used to make, I believe, Sunderland's, although some say Catalina. I can't. There's an emblem probably of the company there, big eagle, and in later years they made buses there, which many of which were exported to Cuba. In fact, I think there was a special order for Cuba, so they're probably still running there. Made in Beaumaris, used in Cuba. So we're just taking a quick spin a little bit down the road whilst I'm here to capture some drone footage of the old Radio Wales relay mast, which used to operate on 882 kilohertz, and we used to use for ADF navigation purposes on occasion. It's been switched off in the past few years. I believe it's still there, hopefully, otherwise we're too late. And there we go, we just waltzed past the damned road, so I'll have to turn back. Okay. Horses, slow down for those, of course. A jolly nice day for being out on horses too. Oh, there we are. I'm glad to report the mast is still there. There we are. One of those things that interests people like me, amateur radio man, and I've also written a book about Marconi's Carnarvon station, so whenever we see something radio related we make a beeline for it, because one thing's for sure, it's never too long before something that's been there for a long time suddenly disappears. Gingerly making our way across through here.